Hey everyone, so this is your 2025 Sea Otter Classic coverage, presented in part by Redshift. All right, so this is day 4. We're here at Sea Otter. Super excited to, well, kind of start wrapping things up here. And in this video, we're gonna cover a bunch of what we found yesterday at day 3, also a bunch of stuff at day 4. All right, let's do it. So I'm here at the Sage booth with, are you the founder, Dave? Or?
I am.
All right,
yep,
so we've got the Droptimator here, an all new drop bar mountain bike. What was the inspiration behind the bike, and why now?
Okay, so the inspiration behind the bike was to push the limits of gravel. Gravel race course, there's two aspects. There's gravel racing, and then there's the adventure riding, bike packing, that sort of thing. And what I'm seeing is my customers, clients are starting to, and racers, are starting to push the envelope of what those courses can actually do. Going back a few years ago, it was more about, gravel racing was about fast gravel and that sort of stuff. Now we're starting to see chunky gravel. We're starting to see single track being added in. We're starting to see a little bit more mountain bike stuff, and you get to the point of starting to question what is really the appropriate bike for this type of course. And so with this particular bike, I didn't want to just take drop bars and slap them on the cross-country frame and call it good. I actually thought about it and I was like, well, what am I going to use the bike for? And so what I did is I started with our Optimator cross-country frame as the base. And so this is technically a size large frame. Okay. But I then took my personal fit off of my gravel bike. So the Storm King GP is the bike that I normally race for gravel racing. It's 40 mil suspension fork. I could throw on 50s, I could throw on 2.25s. Yep. It's, depends on what I want to do. And so that's been my gravel race bike for the last, 2 years or so. And I love it, love suspension and all that sort of stuff. But the reality is, from a handlebar drop perspective and a handlebar reach and a fit perspective, when you're on a mountain bike, typically speaking, you don't really have bar drop. Your handlebars are more in line with the saddle, as far as, because you're in a more upright position. Your hands are out, and it's not really as aerodynamic. And gravel riding and gravel racing, which I love to do, Oregon Trail and Cascade Gravel Grinder, all these big races and stuff, I want to be in a little bit more of an aero locked in position, and it's easier on my back. I just find I'm more comfortable, kind of thing. So I wanted to actually have my actual handlebar drop, so that when I'm on the tops and I'm on the hoods, it feels like I'm on my gravel bike. If I get in the drops, it feels like I'm on my gravel bike. But now I've got these bigger tires on it, so it's a little bit more comfortable. So I took it, that was kind of the fit aspect. But then from a handling perspective, I looked at it again from the standpoint of comparing the two bikes, the cross-country frame and the gravel race frame, and I looked at the trail numbers of the two. And the cross-country frame is a little bit more slacked out, so it's more stable when you go down chunky, just aggressive ruts and all that sort of stuff, and you're going like this. You want a bike that's going to be stable. And the gravel bike with a 40 mil suspension fork or even a rigid fork, you're going to be over the top, kind of thing. And it's a little bit too, you're almost a little too aggressive going downhill on steep stuff. So I kind of split the difference between the two, and I modified the head angle and the trail to be specific to that, so that you could really just be in a better position. The bike would handle well. It'd still be nimble when you're on the gravel, but when you're going downhill, it's going to be more stable than a traditional gravel bike, so it gives you that advantage.
Talk us through the geometry then.
So with all of our other bikes, we normally we have stock sizing on the website. We also offer full custom as well, so it just kind of depends. And all of our bikes are build to order. So we used to do stock inventory, but now we do build to order. So everything is, we're going to make it, so if you want stock, great, or minor upcharge, we'll do custom. It's up to you.
Okay, cool.
These specific bikes, the Droptimators, are going to be custom only.
Got it.
Because it's got to be, I've got to have your fit numbers.
Totally.
And so the bike is designed for you.
Perfect.
It's not like I can say this size fits you and that one fits you. It's no. All
right, how about tire clearance then?
These are 2.25s that are on here now, but it'll fit 2.4s.
Okay,
so
boost spaced?
Boost space, so 73 mil bottom bracket shell. So right now I've got mountain bike cranks on there with a 38 tooth chainring, and I believe the SRAM Red Explorer wide cranks will also work on the 73, so then that gives me a bigger chainring range.
Totally, I always kind of differentiate my drop bar mountain bikes to Boot Space 73.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, yeah, that's actually not a gravel bike. It's something different.
It is. And so yeah.
Talk us through this really cool like camo paint. What was the inspo behind that?
Just love camo.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I've always loved camo, and we got a little camo theme going through the booth this year, so
sweet.
It was super fun to
Awesome.
do.
Where can we find you?
SageTitanium.com.
Okay.
We work directly with our customers and that sort of thing. So send us an email. This is not on the website right now. It
was
will
just
be.
launched.
It was just launched here. This is the only one in existence right now. So this will go out for media reviews. And so if somebody sees a review, it's this bike kind of thing.
Yep.
So hopefully everybody fits it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be SageTitanium.com. My name's Dave. You can when you call, usually I'm answering the phone and. Happy
Love
to help,
that.
and it's very much a personalized process for you.
Cool.
So that's
Awesome.
the important thing.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, awesome.
Thanks.
Neil. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, so before we move along, I do want to take a quick moment to let you all know that this video is supported in part by Coros. Coros, the brand behind the Coros Dura Solar GPS bike computer. So the Dura is a head unit that you might have seen in some of our videos, and for good reason. It offers an impressive 120 hours of battery life on a single charge. In fact, I only had to charge mine once over a 6-month period. And if that wasn't enough, it features highly efficient solar panels on top, which make a noticeable difference in sunny conditions. With simple controls and intuitive navigation, it's perfect for bike packing or day rides of any length. So to learn a little bit more about Coros, you can click on the card in the top right corner here, or else find the link in the description below. We are here at the Travail booth with Bailey, who helped design their whole new range of tires. Bailey, let's start with the Camrock. What is this all about?
The Camrock, it's our cross-country racing tire.
Yeah.
But as always, it's through the lens of Travail. So thinking less about like World Cup or Olympics and more about those big marathon races, 100 miles at a time, for people that still want to go fast but need something that is super durable and reliable, like they're known for with Travail, and then also something that's just fun and keeps you smiling while you're riding.
What is this available in? What sizes?
29 by 2.4.
Rad. Okay.
Yep.
And sidewall colors?
Black and tan, and then 2 constructions. We have a durable casing with a fast compound, and then a light trail. It's a 120 TPI, which is new for us, and that's also in the fast compound.
Sweet. Shifting over to the Draw Point. Tell us a little bit about this one.
The Draw Point, it's my favorite of the 3 new mountain bike tires. It's got a round, consistent height along the center and transition legs, so it's really rolls fast. It's easy to generate speed around berms or over rollers, lets you hit jumps real good on kind of the flowier trails.
Okay.
But then it's got these prominent shoulder lugs that stick up a little bit more than the rest of the tread. So when you get to the back side of the mountain or wherever, you've got the flatter, unsupported, maybe looser, loamier terrain where you got to lean in to get that grip. It's kind of a tactile experience with this tire, and it's really fun.
Awesome. What is it available in sizes and compounds?
This one is available right now only in 29 by 2.4. Then both of the variants are a grip compound. There's a light trail, just like the Camrock, 120 TPI, super fast rolling, super light, and then a durable casing.
And it's down country.
We're calling it down country. We'll see if people like that or not. I like it.
All right. So I'm pretty excited about the Clifty. Tell us all about it.
Sweet. So the Clifty, it's the most aggressive of the 3 new tires. It's kind of a step below the Kessel, which is our more gravity-oriented tire. I like this one. It's inspired kind of by, I was on a ride, Horse Thief Bench in Fruta, where it's just sort of that more uppy down terrain, flatter. You got to generate more of your own speed, where a more aggressive tire like that would just
so it still rolls
energy.
Pretty well.
Yeah, so it's just an aggressive tire made to roll fast, made to pedal, made to keep trail bikes feeling lively, and just offer consistent grip in a variety of conditions.
Awesome. So what is it available in sizing, casing, and grip compound?
It's a 29 by 2.5, tan and black wall. We have 2 casing options. There's a Durable Plus, and that has the Grip Plus compound. That means that it's going to be softer in the center, softer and slower rebound on the shoulders. Okay. And then we have a durable casing with the standard grip compound.
Sweet. We've got a new gravel tire, the Updraft. It's got these cool little, like, it's like steps in the tire. So tell us about it.
Yeah, I call that kind of a modern file tread.
Okay, yeah.
The Updraft is our gravel race tire. It's made to go as fast as possible in any gravel race and give you the reliability that you're used to from Travail.
Yep.
And you kind of do it in the Travail way. So you're going fast, but you still have these big, nice, confidence-inspiring cornering lugs for when you need to turn and lean into that chunkier terrain. One of the big things with this is, like all of our other tires, we have that new 120 TPI casing. So we've minimized the amount of rubber in the center and really are getting as much traction as you can from the volume of the tire and the ability for the casing to kind of conform to the terrain.
Its thing.
Yep, exactly.
Nice. What sizes is it available in compounds?
Right now, we've got it in a 700 by 35, 700 by 40, 700 by 45, and 700 by 50.
Okay.
We've got 2 different casings. We've got the durable with bead-to-bead protection with a 120 TPI casing. And we've got a light and supple that is still that 120 TPI, just a little bit less protection right along the tread cap.
Awesome. All right, so we also have Zane here who helped develop Travail's new rims. So tell us about your gravel rim here.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, we're excited to introduce rims and complete wheels to the line this year. I'll do my best to represent our engineer, Max Ellingson, who designed these rims, the profiles and the layups from the ground up to pair well with Travail tires. We always design our tires around an optimal internal rim width. So with the gravel rim, that's 25 millimeters. And we also are going to offer them in 2 hole counts. So we have a 24 and 28 hole rim available. So you can do custom builds. We also have a wheel building facility in Bloomington. So we're offering complete wheels built with DT350 hubs, J-bend spokes, and brass nipples.
What sets the Circos apart from another wheel or rim?
I think what sets this system apart is we're designing all of our rims to be an optimal setup experience for our tires, and also designed around the internals that serve the type of terrain that we're targeting. So high volume tires are here. We want to make sure we're supporting that tire with a profile that can handle a wide variety of terrain, whether it's chunky or smooth gravel. You can have an efficient rolling experience and control through the chunk.
All right, so you got also a new mountain bike rim, the Fluent. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so like the Circos, we intended the Fluent to be customizable. So we're bringing this to market with both 28 and 32 hole rather. And something that we're really focused on is the reliability and the positive ride experience that a carbon rim and wheel can provide. We wanted a rim that you could send into aggressive single track and also depend upon for long loaded down journeys. And we know that's core to our brand and what our riders love to do. So like the Circos, it pairs well with our trail tires, our new trail tires that Bailey just talked through, and you have a seamless setup experience, also backed with a lifetime warranty.
So is it available in just one size?
At this point, it's available in a 29 size, 2 hole count configurations, and then you can also build custom wheels through IBD and QBP.
Sweet. Talk to us about these cool little things.
Oh yeah, these are great. So Bailey was able to develop a tubeless valve that has 2 kind of polished surface finishes. We have a copper surface finish that matches our little accent here, the model name, and then the matte black that matches the carbon rim surface finish. Also, there's kind of a nice feature on here. I know lots of us like to remove our valve cores, whether we're going for a quick tubeless setup, insert sealant. The valve core removal tool is integrated in the cap.
Sweet.
So a nice barrel adjust, valve core removal tool. Yeah.
Nice. What else does Travail have in the pipeline? Anything fun and interesting?
We have a lot in the pipeline. You've already seen we've introduced new casings, new compounds. We now have ground-up developed rims and wheels. We're going to continue down that road, pushing our casings, compounds further, and extending some of these technologies into platforms you already know and love.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zane.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm here in the Shimano booth with Scott, and they've got this really cool trailborne kind of collab trail work bike. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so this is a C-SIP, and we're calling it the Builder bike. It's 6 years old now, believe it or not, but we've used it as a bit of a showpiece.
Yeah.
We built a few of these initially, and they were all in partnership with the Trans-Cascadia race. So the partnership, the collab itself, was between C-SIP, Shimano, and Trail Boss tools. So it has the rack that fits all the modular tool pieces, and basically we rebuilt the frame with a bunch of new goodies, buffed everything up, and branded the tool as Trailborne for the display here at Sea Otter. So Yeah, I think there's only 6 of these in the world.
Looks great. So talk to us about just a little bit more about Trailborne and what it's all about.
The Trailborne is an initiative from Shimano to build more mountain bike trails globally. So it's a fund, and we award the fund and release the funds based off projects that are presented to us. We look at a few opportunities when the proposals come in. So we look at legacy type trails, those new trails in the community that become the catalyst of the mountain bike scene, you know, those hero trails that everybody wants to come and ride. Those are interesting for us. We look at rebuild and maintenance projects, but we look at them a little differently. So we don't just want to come in and fix up a trail. We want to take an older trail and make it brand new and then relaunch it back to the communities.
Oh, cool.
And then we also look at facilities, so like pump tracks, dirt jump parks, skill centers, things like that as well.
Sweet.
And then outside of that too, you know, we continue to work with our athletes. They present us with some content projects, and those are interesting because that content project, sometimes trails get built for those, you know, that filming segment in a movie or whatever it might be, and instead of leaving the trail behind for Mother Nature to reclaim it, we would rebrand that trail, help build and pay for it by Trailborne, and then relaunch it again back so the community can enjoy it.
Awesome. So I know you might not be affiliated with Trail Boss itself, but can you briefly explain their tools and how they're a little bit more unique than maybe some standard tools out there?
The biggest thing is like the ease of transport. So the Trail Boss tools come apart, totally modular system. So you have a collection of like hardware bits for building the trails, and then the handles which screw in and shrink down, telescopic, so you can fit everything in one bag. Super easy to transport. And with the builder bike, everything integrates into the racking system on the back, including the handles. So if you can carry all your additional stuff on your pack, and you're fully mobile, so it's a full workhorse machine.
There's like what, 4 tools then back here basically?
Exactly, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet, man. Well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Pleasure.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Colton from Spur Cycle. So what do you got here? We've got some new things.
Yeah, maybe just to start with a little bit of a segue.
Okay.
And kind of get to what we really do is bicycle bells. This is one of our original bells. It's kind of a fun color. We're calling denim. So it kind of has a distressed denim color to it. It's kind of got the blemishes.
Yep.
And so this is a DLC coating that our black bells get coated with.
Okay.
And then this is put back into a CNC machine with a brushing wheel, and they get spun on that, and it kind of takes away some of the DLC. Then we take those and we bring them to a Cerakote, and they get kind of glossy, and then kind of a fun blingy color on the front. So that's one of our original stuff. Just to do another splash here, we're doing that in all black as well.
Yep.
Black hammer, black parts.
Great.
So yeah, so that's our original stuff. That's really what we're known for. And maybe this is a good splash just to show this is our original, just silver.
Sold plenty of those in bike shops.
Yep, that's kind of our classic. And then some new fun colors. We also have black, which I just didn't put in this pile, but our kind of original black.
So we got some mirrors down here as well.
Yeah.
When were these launched?
Yeah, this last year.
Okay.
Yeah, we've kind of done a little bit of soft launch, and then they kind of came all the way through. Yeah, so we have a couple drop bar mirrors, and then we have a couple flat bar mirrors, kind of commuter style mirrors. We have them in a few different sizes, so just to kind of start at the small end, this is our drop bar road mirror. It's a 35 millimeter lens, or mirror, I guess, not a lens. And so that just goes, a little compression plug, the mirror pops out with a set screw, compression plug goes in with a 4 really easily, and then you just tighten up this little set screw on the back.
Cool.
Again, 35 millimeters. It's a ball and socket, so it kind of rotates in all the different directions. And for like a nice sleek road bike, we think this is just a good solution to a small, nice mirror that just looks really good on the bike. And I do like this one on my road bike a little bit more than the next size up. This is our 50 millimeter lens. So this is, first one's called the R35. This is the R50. Get some of that Sea Otter joy off of there. So just a little bit bigger mirror, same idea, same compression plug, all the same parts.
Awesome.
Just nice injection molded parts, which are, look great. We kind of jump straight back to the, this thing's kind of wired in there.
Yeah, that's fine.
This thing is the flat bar mirror, and it kind of comes off at a little bit of an angle. There's kind of a diagram, doesn't quite show the angle, but has come off with a little bit of an angle. Again, ball and socket, really all the same mechanisms. Yeah, so 50 millimeter lens on that. This is a 70 millimeter lens, sorry, mirror. And yeah, so just a little bit bigger. I think on the e-bike, especially if you're always on a bike path where you're always having people come around you, this is a great thing. So yeah, in this setup, we kind of have bells to let people know that you're behind them, and then mirrors to alert you to who's behind you.
That's pretty nice. And what else? We're bringing back the tool.
Yeah, so we're bringing back our tool. We have a couple different additions here. Additions, differences. So we're going with the titanium. We've got this little bit here is on a slider. Boom, boom. It's all titanium. It's got a little magnet in here. We've got a whole bit set here that just magnets right in.
Great.
Our old bit set was just kind of a rubber piece. It had holes in the bottom so your bits could go all the way through. We didn't really think it was a big deal. Some of us still kind of prefer that one.
Yep.
But this one's got magnets in it and it pops in real nice. All your magnets just pop right back in. If you need to kind of hold something while you're still working, you just pop it back in and you don't lose it in the dirt.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all the new stuff from Spur Cycle this year. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
All right, so I am with Tyler from AMG Cyclery. You're a mechanic at AMG.
Yes, I am.
But wow, look at this colorful thing. Tell me all about it. What is it, and where did you get it?
It's a specialized Rockcombo. A couple months ago, I moved closer to the shop and needed a commuter bike. And Alex and Jared were actually up in San Francisco at a swap meet. And Jared found this. It was not nearly as colorful at that point.
Sure.
But got it for a super good deal.
Yep.
Done a couple things to it. Mostly add colors.
Yep.
Found the fenders on eBay. Jared built a little brake hanger back there.
Yep.
And then a lot of it's stuff that people have given me as they've seen it. So all the cards in the spokes. Got a graded Pokemon card on the front.
Oh.
The whirligig that actually works.
Yep.
The idea was to refract to the dynamo light.
Yep. What dynamo do you have down there?
Shimano.
Okay.
It's one of the things that came on it.
Yep.
But it works perfect for what I use it for commuting up and down the hill at town.
What bars do we have on here?
The towel racks.
Yep.
They didn't have any in the United States, so I had to buy them from Blue Lug in Japan and get them shipped back here.
Classic. Yep.
But yeah, I really love them. I've always run wide drop bars on things.
Yep. Talk to me about this rack down here. Is that custom built?
That one's not. I'm on Jared's wait list for a custom one for this.
Yep. What is this?
That's just one of the cheap $20 ones we had on the shelf at work.
Perfect.
It just went on.
Yep.
Mostly because I got the bag.
Yep.
And needed something to do with the bag.
Yeah. Who made the bag?
Bag's from Dark Realm.
Okay.
It's one of their stock options. I just asked for a little bit more leopard print to match my saddle.
Perfect. Custom water bottle cage down here?
Yeah, that's one of Jared Bordeaux's custom, one of his test ones.
Okay.
We're seeing if they break.
Yep. They're on a few bikes that I've seen.
Yep.
Rad, dude. Thanks.
Yeah.
Awesome
thank you.
rig. Hey everyone, so I'm with Ken Avery of Vittoria. He is the Senior Vice President of Product Development.
Yeah, I just draw pictures. But yeah, that's basically what I do. Yeah.
So what do you got going on? What's new here?
Cool, yeah. So this is the new gravel terrain score, which is a rethinking of how we communicate gravel tires, right? So the gravel category has become so complex and big. You guys know better than anybody on your site. And so we wanted to make sure that it was an easy way to be able to communicate what tire you need for your terrain. So our theory and our application here is that you choose the tire based on the terrain. And so here we have this T-score. And so it's a score from 0 to 100. And the higher the number, the more severe the terrain.
Okay. So walk us through the line here, or walk us through how you decide.
Sure. So you'll see the terrain types up here. So you have hard pack, fine loose, mixed, coarse loose, and mud. And so we wanted to categorize the 5 main categories that you can kind of wrap your head around. All of these images are actually from the Vittoria Park test track in Italy, and so that's kind of where we've developed all of this. So now some of these treads are going to be familiar, and so we've kind of repurposed, renamed them in a way. So for instance, the very popular Terreno Zero is now a T10, so along the line of 0 to 100, the Terreno, what was formerly the Terreno Zero, is now the T10.
Okay.
And that again is for hard pack. Similarly, the Terreno Dry, super popular tire, has been renamed as a T30 for fine loose terrain. And then now we have a new tread design called the T50 mixed. And that was launched last year, but at this show we are showing the new size 50. So it's a larger version as tires get bigger.
Yep.
And as we go up, we have a brand new tread, the T60 mixed. And that is a tire that as the terrain gets a bit more into the mixed, into the course loose, it starts becoming a bit more of an application there. The super popular Mezcal has been renamed a T70, and then that again is for course loose gravel, very popular in the bikepacking scene. And then from there we go to the Terreno Mix, which has been renamed as a T80 for course loose, and then the T90 for mud, which was formerly the Terreno Wet.
Okay. So yeah, let's back up the Mezcal.
Sure.
In your wildest dreams, would you have figured that it would be probably the most popular bikepacking tire in the world?
It's amazing because the Mezcal has been a tire for so many different things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's won World Mountain Bike Championships, it's won marathon championships, and then it's won many gravel races now. And so for bikepacking, you have so many different elements, and you need something that's going to be almost more than anything dependable.
Yeah.
And to be able to withstand those loads, but also to be able to go the mileage and to have the capability to withstand whatever terrain you come upon, right?
Yep.
And so, I mean, in retrospect, it's like logical, but dude, when we did this, we never imagined that the Mezcal would become what it became. It's really gone beyond what the initial intention was, but that's part of the fun of bikes.
Totally. Yeah. Anything else new in the mountain bike world that you guys have here?
Oh, we have a ton of stuff.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so first of all, we have a new cross-country race casing construction.
Okay. Yep.
And originally that was for the Mezcal and the Peyote, but at this show we're launching it full line. So now you can get like the Terreno in a 2.4,
Okay.
which also I think is going to be popular for a lot of your readers. And then also you'll see the Barzo in that 2.4.
Okay.
In that same XC race casing. Now, it's not the old XC race casing, it's a brand new XC race casing. So this actually uses a 60 TPI.
Okay.
So 60 TPI is traditionally lower TPI than a lot of XC tires are known for. And so why did we do that? Well, we're not selling casings. We're not just selling treads. It's actually, we're producing a system to benefit the rider. And so we had to rethink this a little bit. So as mountain bike tires, you know, obviously the tread's deeper than say a road tire, right? So you want to balance the deformation and the flex between the tread cap and the sidewall. And so when you do that, you actually improve all of the different KPIs that we measure performance with. So better grip, better rolling performance, better suppleness, and faster rolling. BicycleRollingResistance.com did an awesome test on the Peyote, and that actually showed that it was faster and more durable and had more wet grip. And the reason is because you can really fine tune that tread patch so that it can deform around the tread obstacles, whatever your terrain variances happen to be.
Okay.
So you don't have that trade-off. As a designer, it's extremely difficult to make something faster and more durable.
Yeah.
Right? How do you do that, right? If you put a puncture belt in there, it's going to slow the tire down. It's going to add weight, right? But by simply using an even material that was overlooked by a lot of our competitors for a performance application, we were able to do that, and it's won multiple world championships since.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you for coming by, man.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so that about does it. So thank you all so much for tuning in. And if you like what you saw in this video and want to see more like it, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And if you want to help support this YouTube channel, everything we're doing at BIKEPACKING.com, you can do so by joining the Bikepacking Collective. The Collective offers a lot of awesome perks, including industry discounts, monthly giveaways, and the twice yearly Bikepacking Journal. So to learn a little bit more about the Collective, you can click on the card in the top right corner here, or also find the link in the description below. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, pedal further.